fine. Fine. Get out some favorites for the table. Just, oh, God. Don't do that. What's the good word on a Tuesday? Coming at you Tuesday, huh? The lights are bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. Slow start always means it's going to get crazy. What's up, Marco? Boom, Monterey Bay. Boom. What are we doing here? That's in the chat. Can't see stuff down there. Kenman. What are you up to today, Marco? I'm considering a project. We may or may not sup with it. I feel like deja vu. Deja here. What's going on? What's the word on the street, Donnie? I mean, Donnie, is the smartest thing for me just to come down to your place and visit for a weekend? Is that probably the smartest thing? You think? I wonder. I need to move this, make it a little easier for my life. What's that? So it's Tuesday. And the big three. You're all here. Oh, Christ. Trying to focus my world. But you know what? It doesn't always. My focus is cuff them to the drill press in the basement. Well, right, I know we get to discuss it, but it's like, maybe we should, I'd road trip. Rose gold pyrite Bowie. Paul. Yeah. I've got my memes, I've now started researching for like pictures and stuff for future just to have on file. You do look good with that hair though, right? You look great. What's up, B Shady? What are we doing today? What's the word on the street? What do you guys think of my fade dye I did last night after the live? I was going to do it during the live, but it got a little busy, or I don't know, distracted. You know me, heavy on the distractions. See, I'm being distracted as we're being distracted. Savivi, Guile, Iceman, Fade. Actually looks kind of light right now, and this lighting makes it light. Boom. I dig it. I actually like this knife. It's kind of a fun one. I wish it was more of like they have those premium scales. Do I have any faded dye jobs? No, I don't. No, like faded, you mean like like this? Or like faded? Or like faded? Got the Chody Demco today. It's awesome. I saw your post about mail, but I wasn't sure. And then it was like Grateful was like, pics, and you're like, I already sent pics. And then the Family Guy memes started up. I'm sitting at work just laughing. The guy next to me, he's like, what's so funny? I'm like, too much. Whoa. Oh, all right. I caught my first tube today. That's great. That is great. So it's Halloween time. Anyone got any Halloween plans? Costumes? Decorations? Shit goes off the rails quick. It does. But that's where I like it, is we're basically permanently offset rails. Rails are over here. We're all hanging out over here. It's lovely. I dig it. Orlock came in today with skiffs, put them together, and I have a treat. Late to the party. Shady. So the skiffs really, I mean, are the skiffs really? I've never skiffed. I've never skiffed. And what is it all like? $15? 15? Mm-hmm. Hey guys, you guys want some cookies? You guys like cookies? I got some cookies down in the cellar. I do not have skiffs on my Orlock, and I love it. It's already pretty much great, but again, I've never skiffed. What's up, Fred? Tagging. How's it going? Tagging, are you live today at like 6:30 or 7:30 your time? Like in a couple hours, is that true? I feel like I saw that. So should I skiff? Maybe I should ask Rob. I should ask Rob if I skiff. Puberty. You guys, puberty. 6mm 1/16 labeled, and they're actually 5mm 1/16 13 ball. I need to send an email. Thanks. Lucky you bought both though. Everyone remember, you and Shay are live tonight. Yeah, that's what I was right. That is correct. In a couple hours from now. Put $15 skiffs into a $10 blade. Ooh, do they make skiffs for this? You don't really need them though. Skiffs for the Ozark Grail. You put that right there. Boom. That would be funny though, Marco. Just put some skiffs on something. The skiffs cost more than the, like, put some skiff. All my gas station knives are like auto assist. Like skiffs on an assisted just seem even more. You can buy the skiff size card to identify which ones fit your Ozark. Oh yeah, that little blue card, and then you drop whatever you've got in there and it tells you length, width, whatever. I've never skiffed. If it's a knife, I plan on keeping it. It gets skiffs no matter what it is. I have so many that are just great. Spend money to spend money. I mean, I guess, but when I get a nice knife, I feel like it doesn't really, it's already nice. How much nicer? I mean, skiffs and a new handle, and it's almost a decent knife. It depends on what you're doing it to, though, I guess. It's kind of like when we were talking about the Civivi Guile Peace Neighbor, Sean Ashmore's company. He made aftermarket scales for this. This is like a $65, $70 knife, right? And then it's Nitro V, and then they had like $150 scales for it. Like putting $150 scales on a $70 Nitro V, like give me the S90V blade at least. You know, you already might as well just make the whole premium. I'm not trying to downplay. The scales are probably really nice, but $150, $60 scales to put on a $70 knife. What's up, Gabby? My premium pony, I lost it. Premium pony stout is much nicer with the Skiffries. Premium pony stout lock drops. I gotta flick it open. Drops. I use the right, boom. I mean, how much better is it? Civivi Vision FG OG scales are more expensive than the knife, and I love it. I guess, Fred, I'm for me, I'd rather have better than a Nitro V blade first. You know what I mean? Give me a 154 CM or an S90V blade or something like that with titanium. I'll just buy the premium one and call it. Although, I mean, you can take this one and make a nice little fade. So when you said fade, did you mean fade die or one that's old and faded? Because I could show one that's old and has faded a bit. What's up, Cicero? Cicero, you ever skiff? Would that blade be good to get rid of a 175-pound chicken? You guys see the size of that chicken? Oh, it's my neighbors. Waiting for the mail. Dude, that's a big chicken. I mean, we could try, but that is that's a big, think of the damage that chicken could do. We could have a serious barbecue. What would the leg, what's the chicken leg, what's that look like? What are the wings? What's a wing look like on a 170-pound chicken? It makes tolerances a lot more precise in the feeling, and the tolerance precision is absolutely amazeballs with the skiffs. I mean, for the price, I should be trying skiff. I should skiff. I'm going to end up needing recommendations for what it is I'm going to skiff because, I don't know, all the knives that I like, I already love them. What's up, nobody? We're doing it. We're getting somewhere. It's kind of a mess. You can't see everything. If you look over there, floor to ceiling, whatever. It's modest. It's fun though. I'll tell you that. It's fun. Yeah, what knife, Mr. Skiff Masters of the internet? Which knife? You guys know my knives. Liked and subscribe. What's up? Hanging out, nobody. We do a lot of custom stuff too, so we show off some cool knives. I'm gonna skiff my. We're skiffing this. I love you. Marco knows what's up. Skiff the Tri-Stash. Tri-Stash is already bombed. Where is my Tri-Stash? Huh? Where? Oh, it's over here. I got so many knives in so many places. What's up, Bobrick? The old Tri-Stash with the custom laser mark stash. I mean, I'll skiff something. I'll buy some skiffs and we'll try it. It'll make a video. It'll be fun. But I skipped my toilet paper dispenser. Skip the microjet. I have 2 microjets. And Valley's got a point. Because that is a good idea. Because then I have two micro jets. Feel the power of the dual microjet. Boom. 1 titanium, 1 Ultim. I did the blade was black. I did the media blast to remove it so that when it's closed and you look in there, you can see the it would be black on black. You wouldn't see the skeletonized liners, so it kind of helps make it stick out, and it was fun. Love me the Ultim. And then I did the anodized job on here, gave it the blue, the Tempest blue with some oily bronze accents. I don't use skiffs, I use ABEC 17 bearings. I've only skiffed a few knives. Skiff does improve action, but if you love what you have, why change it? I mean, are you going to skiff your bless? No, 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 no. There you go, Fred. Do I have a tour knife? I do not, Riley. I do not. Doesn't mean I shouldn't. I probably should. Which tour knife do you recommend? I skipped my toilet paper dispenser. That is so good. Better take care of that, Sasso. Get in there and just...
We could just cut that sucker right off. Just take this thing out. Just grab onto it. Pull away.
Snip that thing right off. Microjet is a great option. I kind of want to do the front flipper. You guys see Fred the Lug? He did a front flipper mod where he made this similar notch on the other side. And if you look, the blade's got that bump just like that. So he made a notch on this side. So his Microjet has a front flipper. That was pretty fun. But the Microjet might be a good one to try just because I have two. And so I can test the one. Actually, this one seems a little smoother. Yeah, that front flipping Microjet mod is pretty cool, Fred. I would consider that. Looks fun. Kathleen Smith, how are you doing today? Good to see you in here. Anything exciting going on? Henry, I don't know if I said hi to Henry yet. Yeah, I don't know. Thick ones that go in a pocket. Ooh. Skiff makes washers too. Donnie makes washers. Maybe I should just buy Donnie washers. Donnie, can you washer a knife for me? I mean, that could be a thing, right? This action on this is too smooth. My Momo, it just drops. We need to washer it. Donnie, can you washer my Momo? Oh, geez. Just so it drops slower. Right? I will admit my front flipping mod did not come out how I originally envisioned. I envisioned exact same angle, but ended up with a straight line. Yeah, sometimes, Fred, it doesn't, you know, if it works, it works. And, you know, maybe try it again. You always get better the second time around. Just buy the Skiff thick washers and grind them down to fit the blades. Problem solved. What's up, Robin? Yo, Robin in the house. Whoa, wait, Abex? That's actually genius, says Cicero. Paul will probably never tell. Got to keep some things, you know, secret, right? Got to keep some things secret. I got to admit, I was looking at belt sanders today. I was looking. Looks like I'm going to need a couple $1,000. Normal phosphorus bronze washers, then. Is that the big Momo or the small one? This is the large Momo. This is the standard Momo with aluminum and the titanium bolster, 154 cm on the blade. I did the laser mark topography lines on there. This was a gift from my buddy Dave. Thanks, Dave. And I do have, we'll actually have that Momo too. And I have, this is the Christmas mini Momo. This was the limited edition mini Momo. I got number 165 out of 200. It's got the titanium bolster and S90. What is this one? I can't remember and I can't see anything. Shoot. I can't remember what this one is, and it doesn't say, really? I'm pretty sure it was S90, because this was the premium one. That's the reason I picked this mini Momo up. So there they are side by side. Significant difference. Mini Momo for Mimi. Is there a Dad too? If there was an oversized Momo, that'd be sick. I got this one. This is the micarta version. 14C28N on this one. So more of the budget. I think this was a Amazon, Kaiser store Amazon exclusive. I just really like the way the green and the color scheme. Grateful Dawn, what's up? Boom, boom, and you are a Momo. Triple Moms. Momos are great. They should make an oversized Momo. That would be cool. Donnie doesn't make knives. He bless him. He bless him. Sure does. He sure does. What's up, Keith the Knife Freak? What are you doing today, Grateful? I started taking screenshots of stuff, was looking around trying to find some stupid stuff for memes. I like having an assortment, ready, so when something does pop in the brain, you can kind of, ooh, this, ooh, that. What's up, Errol? Remind you of a buck 664. I am not familiar with the buck 664. I was flipping this little cheapo buck. This is actually kind of a fun little one. This is like, what is this? The 256? The buck 256, little almost gentleman's knife that totally disappears into the handle. Can't remember when I picked this up. I had it for at least a year and a half, close to 2 now. It's nothing special. I just thought it was kind of an interesting one from Buck. It doesn't really look like a buck knife. And the fact that it's just that simple gentleman's kind of flipper. And I'm a collector, so it's easy when you got a knife that could be like all of $30. You check them out. So what are we doing today? What's going on? 4:40, whatever. Tri-State doesn't start for a couple hours. Tagging starts in like an hour and a half. We got some time to chill, to kill, to fill, and we will. Yeah. Can't see what I'm doing when I do that, but it's a nice gentleman buck. It's very different, right? It's so different than like my classic. This one's my fave. Oh, wait, not that one. This one here. My USA 2-dot buck 110. Old school. This one's 50 years old and it's still solid. Blade was never really used, so it's pretty much mint. And now it makes me not want to use it because it's 50 years old. Fade job is nice. Thanks, Grateful. I was going to consider, well, I have to make, because I did it over on the stove, I have to make like a rig for my fade dies. Because it's basically, it's a motor attached to a butted out so it drops down in.
Bogusław Jablek has subscribed to the channel.
Thank you for subscribing, Boguslaw. Bogusla? I see Boguslaw. Welcome aboard. Classics live forever. You're right, Bobrick. They do. They do. I don't always carry some of them, but I have a ton of those older ones. I got a old case right here. I don't really carry. This is kind of a fifth pocket carry. This is a little case, small or mini. No, small Stockman, small. V Gates. I don't speak a lot of German. Kishore, if you can translate to English, I'll be happy to answer your question. But V Gates is SS. I used to. Yeah, I'm good. How are you? This is the case. Oh Jesus. Small Stockman. This is from 1993, so this one's been around for a while. But it's still in decent shape, and it's just got that history to it. So that's kind of one that I keep because it's all of 35 years, 32 years. Math. I'm good, Kisher. How's it going? You over in Germany right now? Thank you for joining. We're just hanging out, talking some knives. Might do a little custom. We're hanging. What's up, Brian? Brian Kerr in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Whisker Forge right here. Cicero got bloody knuckles yet. Putting an edge on a Keith the Knife Freak custom. Excellent. What do you guys think of my fork? I love it. Dylan's in here too. What's up, Dylan? Nice triple. The old Trident. Had Brian forge this up for me. I think I might send it to 1931. And I'm looking for like some type of a sheath so I can have it. So like camping, I got like, oh, here's a knife, here's a whatever, you know. Shing. Actually, it would be like this. It's pretty fun. Hand forged, one of a kind. 3-prong Trident dinner fork. Is that what you would call it? We are in the Midwest, Kisher. I am in Minnesota. Is that the fork Neo bent? Custom leather sheath would be awesome, right, Brian? Because then I could just have it on, like, it's like, dude, ooh, what's that? And because they can see the handle and be like, what's going on there? And you're like, by Blade Show, Texas next year. Thank you for subscribing, Kishore. Do a lot of fun customization stuff. I did the dye job, the little fade dye. This is white. Did a white fade to blue last night. Did a laser mark on my Tri-State Tri-Stash V2 in full piss. Sweet little mustache on there. It's a Trident, most definitely. And it's got this great curve. So like the way I hold it in my hand, that flat part sits there and my thumb just rests in there for just shoveling it into my face. Or if I want to hold it a little more fancy, I dig it. Brian did a great job. I love this thing. Haven't had it like Blade Show though on my hip. Not that I'm going to eat with it, but just, you know, it's kind of one of those things. When I go to Blade Show, I carry extra knives. Not a lot, but last year, I don't know, I've been, usually it's between 5 and like 12-ish that I carry at Blade Show. But you're at Blade Show, so you kind of want to share at Blade Show, so you want to kind of show off some of your stuff. And you got to have that fun pocket dump. I mean, I learned it by watching my boy Nico. He does a large pocket dump over at the CJRB booth. Generally, you'll have 20 to 30 knives on him, but he also works at the show, so it's a little different. Saves money, and you can make some sick cars. What? I'm out of that conversation. Oh, no thanks to working on cars. I enjoy having knuckles that aren't, yeah, dude, getting in there and, oh, been there. Felt that almost immediately. But Tagan says you can make some sick cars, sell them. Keep working on it. Also, it depends, Fred. Yeah, Fred, I agree with that. Depends on how much you plan on buying at Blade Show and which Blade Show. When I go to Texas, I drive. So when I drive, I can bring all my knives with me, no problem. But when I go to Atlanta, I flew. And when I fly, I didn't bring anything with. So, like, I literally had 0 knives. I walked in the door, I walked over, I bought my auxiliary manufacturing captain's Bowie. Boom, I had a fixed blade. Actually, I did this first. I went over and I grabbed, on my way to get this, I stopped at Pictus, or at Gecko Customs and bought my Pictus. So then within 5 minutes of being in the show or less, I already had 2. So then I kept building that. I think I got 3 or 4 in the first couple of hours, and that became my carry. Working a lot different working on a car for enjoyment than it is for necessity. True, grateful. I used to love working on cars and like installing the stereo and stuff like that when I was younger, but if I needed to do that now, I'd probably just pay someone to do it. Easier. Definitely easier. Cleveland, Ohio. What are you going to be doing in Ohio? Still can't thank you enough for the show. And when you and everything Emerson waved, met up with Fred at that show. Tegan likes building race cars. Yeah, that sounds super fun. Sounds like a lot of work and a lot of money too. Subs are my jam. Oh, putting in subs? I still got a nice amp and some subs in my storage. I should probably hook that thing up. I had it in the Volkswagen for a while, but then I've been slowly tearing apart the Volkswagen and end up redoing it, and so it doesn't really have anything in there. Our Buck 664, 663, 662's classic, I don't know, but if you go to the Buck website, they'll tell you all the models and all the years that they were made and like when their first year was. So you can, a real simple search to the Buck website will probably give you those answers, Bob Rick. It'd be interesting to know. 2 15-inch Memphis subwoofers, 2,500 watts, 1 ohm stable. Boom. Literally boom. Interesting. I wish if anybody was anybody in here at Blade Show West, and if so, did you pick anything up? What should we be looking for next? I need to get a hold of Tenable and get one of those top liner locks. They've got the top liner lock Fenriers from Tenable now, which look great. I need to pick one of those up. 100%. 100%. It is raining. I think my mail is here though, which means I have a knife. I should go look. MPG was there. Yes. I have not watched. I watched one little piece of vid that she was in, but I don't know. I'm not sure what she's posted yet. I haven't really researched a lot. I've been kind of busy. Usually, well, Blade shows I'm at them, but I'm also going through and clicking like just typing Blade Show and into the search and kind of seeing what's out there, try to see some of the new. Ultim 1, Tenable is the version you want. Oh, the Ultim Tenable Fenrir. Got a concept Tuckamore from Blade. It's really great, but overlooked knife. Dude. Concept Tuckamore. Bladefulness. I picked this up at Blade Show Texas. I wasn't sure on it because it was a little strange in the shape and stuff, but I actually am totally in love with it. I love everything about it. It feels great. It looks great. It's super cool. The titanium with that micarta inlay, the blade drop, the flick out, the action on it. Really good. I bought this at Texas, but there was only one. This is the one they had on the table, And I went by, I looked at it, and I said, "Do you have any more of these?" They're like, "That's the only one that's that style." And I put it on the table and I walked away. Hour later, I'm in Texas walking around. I came back. Oh, it's still there. Picked it up. I walked away from it a few times and came back. It was still there. Yep, 20 CV. And yeah, would you call that a Warncliffe? It's a pretty gnarly one. Flat, straight, pointy. My finger sits in that little groove really well. Just awesome knife. I love it. I think it's great. Really glad to have it. But yeah, after that third or fourth time walking by, I saw it. I was like, still here, calling me. Modified sheep's foot cliff. Sure. Similar to the stout. In a way. Definitely in a way. Oh, mail is here. Perfect. I'm going to run out and grab that really quick. Give me 1 minute. I would bring you with, I know I'm just getting the mail. It's not that exciting, but I would bring you with, but it is currently raining. So it's wet. It's wet. W-H-E-T. Wet. It's a clip point. If we're going to be wrong about it. Thanks, Dylan. Keep me posted, please, Fred. Says anything Emerson Way, Fred. So sheep's foot is slight belly, Warncliffe is straight, right? I would say the sheep's foot is more like a curved front like that with a little curve on the belly.
Full Fire Zero became a member. Full Fire Zero celebrates 1 month of membership. Love me some Warncliffes.
Love me some Warncliffes. 1 month at the D2 level. This guy skipped the gas station, went straight into D2. Thank you, Full Fire. Where is it? I would say this is more of a sheep's foot, where it has a curve kind of a feel. Sheep's foot, right? Warncliffe with the flat bottom. Warncliffe, sheep's foot.
Subscribe to the channel.
Giver has subscribed. Thank you so much. And Full Fire, thank you for 1 month. I appreciate you at that D2 level. So I don't know, that's what I would say. This is kind of more of what I would say is a Warncliffe, flat on the edge. And then sheep's foot has a little bit more of a curve. I could be wrong, but that's kind of where I'm at with it. Okay, it is raining out. I do have a knife that we can unbox out in there. A sheep's clip foot point. The sharper the point, the Warncliffe as well. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, kids. We've been bamboozled. There's nothing in there. There's nothing. Oh, well, wait, there's Amazon. I got something from Amazon too. So I can go grab that. I saw the lady, I didn't see the mailman, but my neighbor with the dogs that bark all the time, she's more worried about the mail than her dogs barking. So basically, if you look outside and you see her go out there, the mailman has basically been there within the last few seconds. She didn't flag up, but sometimes a package will get delivered by USPS and they'll bring it up to the door and it won't be at the exact same time that they stop at the mailbox. So maybe barking dogs. I bet that dog. So Amazon got here, so I go grab that. Give me a sec. It's wet. Of course it's wet. It's raining. Amazon doesn't really care about putting it. Yeah. Package. Like it's like here's the edge of the house, rain pouring down from the edge of the house. There's 1.5 feet of space under the edge of the house, leaning up against the wall, which is technically sort of dry, and they'll just put it directly where the water drips down. Like, let's just put it right underneath the pouring water and not up against the house, because we're idiots. Taco Tuesday for Stacy. How's it going, Stacy? Good to see you. Taco Tuesday. You like hot sauce, Stacy? I made some hot sauce recently. I made a couple different batches. Actually, they're still being made. They're fermenting. Just flamed all the Timascus you're working on. Ooh, flamed Timascus from the Donster. Tell me that doesn't sound hot. Hot. I'm into it. Donnie was in the shop at 10 a.m. Hard-working guy, this guy. Legit. Full legitimacy. Paul Knight, put some hot sauces on my burrito, baby. You know you look good to me. Paul, I'll send you some hot sauce. You like it? Hot? I don't know if we were talking about it, but right now I have like 8 small batches that I made. Each batch is like a small like 4 to 8 ounce bottle. Peanut Snipper Paul. What I did is I wanted to experiment, so I made a base. What's up, Polar? I made a similar base of red bell pepper, carrots, garlic, and salt. Hi, Robin. Hot, Robin. So the main base, non-hot stuff. Bell peppers, carrots, garlic, salt. That is about 80 to 85% of the hot sauce. So that means that 10 to 20% is the hot stuff. I made 3 or 4 batches with that same base. One of them was ghost peppers. One of them was Scotch bonnets. One of them is a brain strain pepper. And then the other one is a Kraken Scorpions. All of those are super hots. So over 100,000 Scovilles. They're hot. Some of them more. But when you only put apples in instead of carrots, I could try that on the next batch. Sure. When you only have 10 to 20% of the batch, the hot sauce. So if your Scotch bonnets are 100,000 Scovilles, but now the sauce I've made, they're only 10 to 20%. Now it's only a 10 to 20,000 Scoville hot sauce. So it's going to be hotter, like 4 times hotter than a jalapeno, but not as hot as just eating boom. Like just eating the scorpions are extremely hot. But if you cut them down to 10% of the sauce, now you have some of the flavors and the heat, but you've also made some new flavors with it. And by mixing the same base with different ones, now we'll be able to test what are the characteristics of the ghosts versus what are the characteristics of the bonnets or whatever. Here, let me grab one in a second. Got a few different stages going right now. So these are the ones I just did. If you look, it's all vacuum sealed in this bag. So you can see all that stuff right there. But if notice, it looks like it's got some air in it. That's not air. What happens is when you vacuum seal it, squeeze it all tight. But the process of this fermenting with the salt creates gases. So the bags kind of fill up with air. And then they start to juicify. This one's a little bit more juicy juice. Look at that juice. Oh, mama. That's going to be some serious juice. This one's pretty dry. Really need to mix these up a little bit more. Keep them going. So these are a couple weeks old. Look at this. See how now this is turned into a lot more of a sploosh, and look at the amount of air in there. But so I mix these up every few days. Some people will do them in jars with little things on top. They're hot sauce, Matty-O. This one's got some nice squish to it. So these are a couple weeks old. These are a couple of days old. So you can see how like this one has more of the red ghosts, and this one has more of those yellow Scotch bonnets, but they're basically all the same base, so now we get to taste the difference. Let's look at some knives. What's up, Jen Voigt? Blaze Burger, what's going on? Spooky theme folders. Can't wait and chat at Suns hockey practice. Stay true, stay sharp, stay spicy. I ordered oh my god, Kentucky Holler Jack from C. Reisner Cutlery. The orange jack-o'-lantern edition should be here soon. Looks like lava. Some of them are going to be pretty hot. They're going to be pretty hot for sure. Sorry, I was trying to catch up on some chat. All right, on the table, I got a bunch of funsies. This used to be one of my favorites. Kaiser Towser, Mini Towser K, 154 CM Frag Titanium. I got the dueling Microjets, both also 154 CM. We've got the Ultim and then the Titanium. These are from KC, the Knives Fast channel. Microjets. Probably my favorite knife currently, the Devo Stout V2, Vanax micro milled titanium on the bolster, and then Glow dark matter carbon fiber, lefty version. I have a hot sauce knife. I have knives that I only cut stuff for the hot sauce. With that, I used a big Kaiser kitchen knife. Here's my new V2 Tri-Stash with my custom mustache laser mark I threw underneath the Ultim on the liner. I love this knife, very cool. Tri-State did a great job with that one. This is my favorite new knife right now. Whoops. The Horlock. This is the Concept Orlock 1931 Leatherworks design. Super good stuff. S35VN titanium, flips out, front flipper, roll out the front flipper. Great harpoon out there. Any really lightweight knives? Probably. I generally like heavier knives personally. Pyrite's not too heavy. This is the rose gold pyrite Bowie. I wouldn't say it's super lightweight knife though. Lightweight? I generally do like heavier knives, so I'm trying to think of which ones I got that are more on the light side. This one for sure. Benchmade tagged out. This is way too light. I don't like it. It's designed to be light like the bug out is. Yeah. I need to get some titanium scales for it. Make that thing heavy. Pictus is light. Yeah, actually the Pictus is pretty light. And it's probably one of my favorite knives. It's fantastic. That micro milled titanium on the handle. S90V hollow grind. Beautiful. Thumbs out. Front flip. Flick. I really like that lock too. That little inset liner lock just on that edge right there. Look at that. Boom. Snappy. Pictus XL Shrew. I cut cold bananas once with a black coated knife and it damaged the PVD. Sometimes the coatings and stuff, when you get a certain acidic type or foods on there, it definitely can affect it. I don't get into knife fights, D. We don't do that. If there is a knife fight, I am not on my way to it. But that sure does have a slicey edge on it, doesn't it? Pass. Folding kukri, Boker Magnum. Started at noon, took a break, walked the dog, stood in place, flicking a knife, wasn't used, no reason, 20 minutes, new clutch fan belt, Vision FG for a wedding present. Boom. Vision FG is a great knife. I love it. This was one of my early dyes. This one's faded. This was bright red. You can see it's definitely been used and carried and in and out of the pocket and kind of weathered like a nice pair of jeans. Is starting to kind of fade. It used to be a lot brighter on the red. Right? That's still one of my tops. That's definitely showing the weathered, worn. What's up, Dangras? Especially right there. And Dirty Dan. How you doing? Man, it said that knife was out for delivery. Here's me looking out the window again. Of course, I can't check tracking because it's on my phone. I would unbox that for you guys right now, but I don't. It's not here. I saw her go out there, which means they were already here. Unless she just got home and she was. Generally, that doesn't happen. Usually she's waiting. But maybe she just got home and then she walked out there and checked, realized it wasn't there, and now she's sitting on her couch looking out the window waiting for it to show up. Because no matter what, when it does show up, she walks right out. So that's why when I saw her out there, I thought, oh, it must be here. But now I'm thinking I didn't really notice her holding anything in her hands. Save time with USPS informed delivery. I like I said, I have that Marco, but it's on my phone that I can't access right now because we are live streaming. If we were live on my computer, I could look it up on my phone right now. I don't know. I'd have to pull up Instagram. Skip ad. You shouldn't have gotten an ad. I don't have monetization on right now. I can't check on my PC because I don't know the tracking information because it was USPS ad. I was going to say no one should be getting ads right now. I could monetize. I could turn that on and we could all get an ad right now. But I choose to not monetize my live streams right now because I'd rather just have a live stream, have fun, interact with people, not really care. Monetize or not. Update your ad blocker. Yeah, I haven't seen. I have premium. I pay for premium for YouTube, and it's, to me, it's worth it. It's clean. It's great. I still am supporting channels that I want to support, and I don't see ads ever. I can listen to music all day, no issues. I love all y'all, but not enough to watch ads. Right, Paul? Nuh-uh. I'm out. I'll pay for it. I don't have any other services, though. I don't have any of the streaming services. So premium, I watch a lot of my stuff on premium on YouTube.
Ad blocked.
Ad blocked. Thank you for the $5, dang Ross. Block that ad. See? No need. I just made more than I would have made monetizing the whole video. That's not why I'm here. I appreciate you, dang Ross. Thank you for the $5. Unnecessary. I thank you. Here's your Vision FG salute. Is it worth? It's worth a double salute. I'll give you a double FG salute. Oh my God. That was terrible. I suck. Wow, I can't do anything with this thing today. Maybe I need to swap it. There we go. I have finger problems today, I guess. Oh, there we go. I'm sucking really bad today. This thing's just an absolute beast. Unnecessary. The amount of times I plan to carry this thing, it will only be to show somebody how ridiculously giant it is. It's just a little too much. Savini versus the Vision FG. God damn. I've been meaning to get another version, like one of the premium versions. I could get some titanium scales on there. It's still nice and shiny. It works for me. It works for me. So, what's the plan? It is Tuesday. It is 5:24. Do you know where your knives are? I don't. And I don't know what I'm having for dinner. And I don't know where this knife is. I wonder if I look it up. Yeah. It just takes too much time to try to find out that, oh, it's not even here, or, oh, it's already here. Notifications. What? There it is. It won't let me. Boo. Okay, I could do that. That's kind of a dumb. We're doing it. Grateful. I found a knife today that I didn't realize was missing. All right. Stare at this for a moment. Let me type in over here. Hold on. Ugh. All right, I'm entering the tracking number. Hold on. Can you hear what I'm typing? Whoops. Do not hit enter. Hit track. Track. Out for delivery. It still says out for delivery. Okay, so the window's open. Meow, meow, meow. Meow mix. Here's my Kaisers and Concepts. Good Lord. All right. We are having a mess. So it's official. I'm going to go like that. Oh, we got the whole ceiling going. Bam. All right, we made it. We've done it. Just noticed on my Buster FG that the stop pin in the choil isn't that big of a deal because there's a second spot it contacts behind the choil. Yeah, and Dirty Dan, we were talking about this too, is it depends on how much use you give it. You know, if you only use it every once in a while, light use, sharpen it here and there, it's going to last for years, you know, years and years. We were talking because I have 400 some knives. I could carry a different knife every single day of the week. And so for an entire year plus. So a year from now would be the next time I would carry it. In 10 years, how many times am I going to sharpen it? Am I ever going to get down to where that is? If I will agree is now, if you are looking to buy a knife, one knife, this is my knife, I carry it every day, I cut with it every day, I sharpen it when I need to, then you want to think about that long term. That long term is, okay, well, that one, if you're going to sharpen it a lot, you're going to have less time before you potentially will have to replace it, right? Now, if you're only going to sharpen it once every couple of years or every couple times a year, you're still going to get years of use out of that. And if it's a knife that's under $100 and you're getting years of use out of it, you know, I'll still buy one. Someone was talking about the guile as the same thing, has the stop pin, basically hits. But if you look at where the sharpening choil is, on the FG, it's basically in between where it starts and that thick section. This one's at the thick section. So you're basically going to sharpen all the way to where it gets that thick spot before you're worried about hitting where that pin is. That's the life of the knife. You know what I mean? Like a knife like this where it has a thin blade on it, if I'm removing a 1/4 inch of a knife that direction, that's a lot of removal. That is a good use. I mean, if I've used it that much and sharpened it that much that I've removed a 1/4 inch or an 1/8 inch or whatever it is of blade by sharpening it, that sounds like I've gotten a hell of a lot of use out of it, right? But if you're going to use it every day, I would recommend something where you're like, oh, well, we're going to get years and years before we're going to get down to that. Love that fade, I'm assuming you did. I did. Last night, it was my video for today. Sean Ashmore, X-Men's Iceman, designed this knife. So I tried to give it kind of an Iceman kind of a... It actually, the fade is a little bit darker than it's looking on my screen right now. But it turned out good. Pretty happy. If you want to watch the entire video process, that was my video today. So if you go to the channel, that knife's on an island. That's knife on an island. Right. If you were going to have a knife on an island, what would it be? Go, and why is it? You know, if this was a different steel, maybe. This is a pretty sweet knife too, but there's no real sharpening choil. But he does guarantee these for life. He's like, anytime I can send it in, he'll do some work on it. Knife on an island? That's a tough call. And I always say, it's like, what's your favorite knife? And I'll give you my top 5. And then my top 5 consists of like 20 knives. Same Dan, probably never sharpen it to that. Way too many knives. I mean, we have the plight of the knife lover that has lots of knives, gives us, you know, more use. Because I could totally see if I was only literally carrying one knife. Dang Ross, lurking. Word. 420 HC isn't a bad island steel choice. Super tough, stainless, easy to sharpen on a rock. There you go. Carry a machete for your island blade? I don't know though. Not this machete. Definitely not this one. This was like under $5. Literally under $5. Carry this every day. Although, would almost, this one, Towser K with the micarta and the liner lock. I'd like to make a hybrid Towser that does not exist. Basically, I want this with the hole. Liner lock with the hole, full size. This is the hole, and it's the smaller one. They're not that much size difference, to be honest. If you look, the handles are almost the same. It's the blade's just a little bit shorter. But I like the liner lock a little bit better than the crossbar. Kaiser's crossbar lock is fantastic. But something about dropping this one like that and then boom, closing. Matches my shirt. Ooh, ooh. Paul Mike, favorite knife you bought and left as is? Ooh. Paul does like to modify his stuff. He likes to cut that pinar off all of them. But that's a good question, Paul. You got one that you liked it as is? But you are on your own for the titanium. Send it to Paul and he can put a hole in it. Right? He could. I should try that. But hole or oval or extended hole. I'm not a huge fan of just the hole. Not because of the Spyderco thing, but I kind of dig the ovular. Haven't touched anything on any of the Moorish knives. That means it's basically a Moorish. Oh, it's too much fun. What's up, Pamanita? Pamataja. Pamanita. You're an ovular. Got to leave the Amish knives untouched as well. When I last asked, he could only do the round hole, but he might have gotten new equipment since then. Basically needed mill to kind of a thing. I gotta save up. I got stuff I want to buy. I kind of dig the ovular. You know me. All right, refresh. Oh, it changed. That sucks. It changed from expected delivery 4:30, which is an hour late, obviously, to now expected delivery today. But no, it just says out for delivery. I feel like we've done this. Just hopped on. You have to go to sleep soon. For sure. Got to get that good rest so you're all alert for tomorrow. Boom. This could be a 1, though. This could be a 1. Something about it. The Horlock is just fantastic. Should be able to get some good use, some life out of it. I've done pill shaped holes before. I did it with the Dongs grouper. The mini grouper. Isn't that what it's called? I have been avoiding going on Monterey Bay because I have a feeling next time I open Monterey Bay, I'm just going to buy something. I don't really like this. You guys want my fingerprints? There they are. I don't like that. I really don't. I want to do something to this blade. I am not a fan. I mean, I could just take it to work and hit it with the blaster and then make it a matte finish. Last time I said that, someone was like, no, send it for a void wash. What's a void wash? Can I get sour dildo? Huh. Done. You son of a... Put DLC on it so you can see the prints better. The 10-inch chef knife from who? I have a 10-inch chef knife from Kaiser. Trademark void wash, trademarked by the mightiest of mites. So is it just what? Black wash? Or what? Why am I out of the loop? Paulie? Paul did his Jedi. Purification. Oh, the Smockter. Smockter Voctor. What's up, dude? Are you the doctor? I'm waiting. I'm refreshing on expected delivery. I have a knife out for delivery. Smock has entered the chat. Any fillet knife suggestions? I kind of need one for the upcoming ice fishing season. Do you like big? Do you like small? Do you like them all? Where did I throw? I just was talking about those. Where did I pitch them? Oh. They're out there. I definitely Monterey Bay. Monterey Bay has a 10-inch folding knife. I'll have to check that out. Oh, the Goofy Savivi fillet folder, dude, that thing is sick. For 3 to 4 pound fish. I love just the Rapala like Superflex. I like the shorter one. Where are you? They also make a longer version, but this is just that basic Rapala wood handle Superflex, right? When I do, like, if I got a fish like this, I get in there and I'm going lots of tip and not really using like the super long blades. I don't really use all that length as much. But they do make these with the longer, this is like the shorter, smaller one. Awesome for like your panfish and stuff. But I mean, I can still even do like a big walleye or something with this without a problem. But they do have a like a 6-inch, 9-inch blade. But these are great. They're not too expensive. I like the Flex. Mora is banned for you because Finland, long story. Finns and Swedes don't want to be seeing you using other tools. Sure. Rapala. Favorite EDC folder? Tough call. I got a couple right now though. Devo Stout V2. This is Vanex titanium and glow carbon. Fantastic knife. The Concept Warlock S35 VN titanium. Absolutely love this. Yeah, Donnie, I'd be down with that. I've got some handles about ready to glue up. I just need to run to the store and get a few more supplies. I got lots of projects about to hit. But yeah, anything like that we can add handles to would be nice to have. I actually have basically walleye. Yeah, I filleted up some nice size walleyes with this bad boy right here. Some people like using those long ones though. I am definitely for a fillet knife. I like the control of a shorty. Walleye are delicious and fun to catch. A little bit more work. I love ice fishing. What's up, B Shady? Pow. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. This is another top daily kind of a carry keeper. Kaiser, Towser K, Mini. Paul hates seafood. I love seafood, dude. Sushi. Moved to California. You eat a lot of sushi. Paul lives in Florida. Florida. They're all dirty fish over there, huh, Paul? Grateful doesn't like seafood either. Folks. Mad Yako, yo, 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 yo. What it do? What it is? Out for delivery. Stink, stank, stunk. Xander's on par with salmon for me. Flavor-wise. Sounds great to me. Xander's. Florida. All them cannel fish. We're going to go fishing in the cannel. I don't eat dirty water creatures either. Gross. Grateful's allergic to shellfish. So, I mean, yeah, if you're allergic to any of it, you probably should avoid. Pike are gnarly. Pike are fun. I had a collapse. A small pike. This would be a small little hammer handle pike. Where was this? Where were you? That stuff dropping. Yeah, a little hammer handle. If you caught a pike this size, he'd still put up a good fight. But you'd be like, ah, get off of there. And it's not the same as like if you catch a bass. Bass coming out of the water, you can just grab them right in the lip, pick them up, manhandle that thing, and they're just beasts. These are sharp, nasty, tooth-infested monsters. You got to be careful. My buddy Tommy caught one. We pulled it out. He held it up. We took a picture. He was getting the thing off, throwing the hook out, and then the thing twitched, flew up. Hook caught him in the hand. Hook still in his mouth. Things twitching around. It was a mess. It was a mess. I like tuna salad. A little tuna salad sandwich. But only if you make it. Very few people that Paul will allow to touch his tuna fish salad sandwich. ever catch a... No. Dirty Dan? My record is 11.4 kilogram northern pike. I don't know. My record is a 47 inch. It was almost 4 feet. 47. No, wait. It was this nasty pike. It was huge. Absolutely enormous. Pikes are rude. They will bite your pinky toe. I fish, but give it away to friends. We'll eat trout every once in a while, so it's grateful. Tuna melt does sound good, Dirty Dan. I'm kind of hungry. Yeah, dude. Pike are like, they're huge. They can get 48 plus. I mean, they get enormous. I also have a muskie rig. I like to go muskie fishing. They're huge. I've never caught, the biggest muskie I caught was like 37, which is still a beast. I caught a muskie through the ice a couple years ago. It was a smaller one. It was probably maybe 27, 28 inch. I don't know, a little under 30. But it was a tiger muskie. It was like, I got the thing up, I thought it was a pike, and I was like, wait a minute. That's my first tiger muskie right there, all by myself in this little ice fishing shack. It's fun. Usually when I go fishing for muskie, I'm using big, I had to get a different rig so that you can throw out huge lures. Stacy's back. How are the tacos? Or you're just starting, you're just eating them now? You've been prepping them tacks? I'm getting hungry now. We're starting to talk about food. Dude, gravy? Let me tell you something about gravy. Who don't like gravy? If you don't like gravy, get out of here. Gravy for the win, bro. Just something about a good brown gravy with a roast or, pork, mashed potatoes, even a white gravy for like some biscuits and gravy, like sausage biscuits and gravy for breakfast. Tell me that doesn't sound awesome. I'm not really equipped for internet searches right now. COELA. Ancient living fossil fish believed to be extinct, rediscovered in 1938. Yeah, they kind of have like a salmon trout kind of a look to them, I guess. Are they good eating though? That's the question. Or are they just something you catch and you're like, get this out of here and chuck it back? Making breaded, fried, boneless thighs tonight. Might have to add gravy to these. Dude, Donnie, you guys are always cooking good food. Always cooking good food. Stacey's about to devour. Hard shells, soft shells, both. I have $1 million chicken in the oven for dinner tonight. Is it that 170-pound chicken that we were talking about earlier? A lot of good food here, but a lot of other countries got some really good food too. When I lived in California, there was so much variety, so many different ethnicities and backgrounds of people, and so much good, learning all about different foods that I've got. So you can find some authentic family that opened up this restaurant and they've got some unique, whether it's a taco stand or a lot of like Korean barbecues are really good. If you've ever been to a Korean barbecue, they're fantastic. They like you get there and they bring out stuff right away. All of a sudden you have all these little things on the table, like these kimchis and these spicy radishes and like just these little appetizers. Ah, Or going to like a shabu shabu house. Ugh. And sushi. I mean, I love sushi. Do you have a CRKT fossil folder? Fossil? What's the CRKT fossil? My newest CRKT is this one. This is the Razel folder. The Razel folder. It has an actual chisel tip. So it has a secondary lock here, which most of the time you don't really need a secondary lock because it's just got your liner lock on the inside. But this is a chisel tip. So because you have that sharpened tip for chiseling, you can slide that up for that secondary lock, and then because you're doing an alternate action that might create different torque, and so now I can't unlock it. But that's the CRKT Razel folder. I also have a Razel fixed blade. Nice little double set of jimps. This was a gift from the family last year. I love this little thing though. One day I'm going to need this for something specific. That chisel tip. I'm going to get in there. So I've got two. That's the Razel fixed blade. Then I also have the Razel Nax. This is the pocket axe knife. The Fossil is the one that comes with the big serrations. I'm not really sure. Kevin Smith and Knives is in here? What the hell? I love this thing though. This is a bushcrafting beast. I saw it and I was like, there was an ad that CRKT posted recently on like Instagram, and I was like, okay, that's dumb. I want it.
Kevin Smith and Knives became a member. Kevin Smith and Knives celebrates 10 months of membership. Goodness gracious alive. What incarnation?
Goodness gracious alive, what incarnation? 10 months. Kevin Smith and Knives, 10 months at the D2 level. This guy. Kevin, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Kevin made these two shelves over here. For those of you who are unaware, but these two nice shelves down there, he made those. Sent me a couple of his really cool knives to check out and review that I need to get shipped back to him. He's been very patient. Pretty much gotten them all. Pretty much done here. Gotten them all done. I'm finished now. And I'll tell you what now. This is going to come in handy for something. Well, next time I go camping, outdoorsy stuff, I'm bringing this. I want to do stuff with it. I don't know what, but it makes me want to chop, hack, make wood for a fire. Like, it just gives me those vibes all day long. Thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate you. 10 months. I need to come up with a salute. The 10-month salute. Giddy up. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Buck 119. Something like that. That Kevin guy. Straight shooter. Kodiak Edge. What's up, Big Daddy? I am refreshing. Still out for delivery. Still out for delivery. Come on now! Which means I need to get... I've actually been a bad boy. I've been a bad boy. I made a trade. Oh my God, it's gone. Where did I put it? I did move it to pack it up. Oh my God. Ay. Where did I put that? I took it down, pack it. Yep, it's gone. Where did I put that though? Anyway. Thanks. Okay, no hurry, bro. Yeah, I already I moved it. And then what did I do again? Oh God. Anyway, we made a trade. He sent me something that's out for delivery right now. It was supposed to be here already, and we would have already been looking at it. But it is not. Expected delivery Tuesday, which is now. Did you see the Pictus XL? All over the place. Exactly, Kodiak. Okay. I was busy at work and I had brought something up because I posted a pic of this and then did a quick scroll and didn't notice. But they are doing a Pictus XL. Let me bring up. Why do you gotta be so difficult? If I just go. You never notice that when you're trying to find something, it's like it's hidden and like there's no little thing to click to pop it up. But when you're not, it's just everywhere. And every single post, you see it over and over again. And I don't want to see this. I see it all the time. And then when you're looking for it, you can't find it anywhere. Well, I haven't seen this yet, but now I'm looking for it. And of course, and I could click over here and it should pop up simple like, oh, I should be able to type GE and have Gecko Customs pop up, and it's like it doesn't. All right, there it is. Holy smokes. Are you kidding me right now? What the? So, are you saying, okay. Why does that have such bad, because we're filming a screen. It's a little bit better. Okay. What? Oh my God. So you're saying that mine is this bottom one, and the new one is the top, huh? Holy smokes. Brando's Blades and Gear. What's up, Brando? I did miss it. My bad. How you doing? Wow. So that looks like it's like easily an inch longer than the standard Pictus, which is right here. This is fine. If you look at my hand, notice it goes right to the edge. You give it that little more, my pinky's not going to fall off. When are those coming out? This is definitely one of the best knives to come out recently, though. Super cool. And now they're going to have a big one. Ooh. Because when I bought this is the big version. They have the N Valley sent it. I actually still have it. I'm going to customize it for them. The Wolverine, this is the Sabertooth, which is 1 inch larger. And I just opted for the 1 inch larger one right off the bat. Because it's fantastic. Look at that textured titanium. Without my face, there you go. As soon as I remove the face, it focuses. Wow. When's that coming out then? What's the deal? What's the deal with this giant Pictus? Pictus Proto. I'm not seeing any info. V2s. All V2. 6. Wow. Wolverines, right? Right. XL all day, big hand problems. Says the Chode Addict. Dude, those Chody knives are sick. They're still cool. But a big version, I mean, we had this, and now this. Big version, small version. Big version, small version. Do we see a trend? Not that different, but big version, small version. What really is the deal with airplane peanuts? Ground fog. Rolling in, my man. What's up? How are you? Time is it? 6:01. 1 hour till WAPs. Anyone watching any scary movies? I need a parrot to go with these stouts. Parrot? Is there a Devo parrot? Am I an idiot right now? Or are you talking, ooh, I got that. I can do that too. If I can find the other one. Penguin. Mini penguin. Gonna put on Dead Alive when we get a little closer to Halloween. Robin. If you haven't seen Dead Alive, watch Dead Alive. The parrot is on your list. How new is the Devo parrot? Watched Ghost in the Darkness last night. That's pretty spooky. I watched Ghoulies. I mean, I ended up having it on the background, but Ghoulies is definitely a low-end, cheesy 80s comedy horror, but it works. I definitely not. Well, thank goodness. Definitely not a Devo. Wait. Wait, it's not a Devo? Be Shady? Or what's going on? There's a meme in order? Meme it, bro. Ghoulies is classic. And then I watched Ghoulies 3. Ghoulies Go to College. Not good. Homer Zoo. That's a good, okay, so he's making those by one at a time in his garage. The parrot must be a sweet one. Curve ball. All right. You guys getting me here? Like, rack and hedge lock system. The lock system's rack and hedge. Wild stuff. Out for delivery. Out for delivery. Isn't the new season of Goosebumps coming soon? What network or what is that? What do they air that on? Do it again. I don't have cable. You can pirate anything these days. That's what I hear. I forget. I've seen some of them. I've seen some of them. I do want to get that other, I wonder if that's going to be on sale for a while. The Finch Undertaker. My most recent meme. What was my most recent one? Oh, was that the one with Paul? Paul and his hair. I pulled that off because someone did a thing with Paul, and then it was Paul with the two girls yelling at the cat, and that got the hair on there. And then I removed the arm off and then just cropped off Paul with the hair. The beard and the hair, and he's like, ah! It's, although I think the wrestling one, what is it, the wrestling one with Paul and Ed walking in, I watched that like 1,000 times. I don't know why. It just brings me happiness. But getting Paul's face off there, oh my god. And then dipping it into a couple different things. It's been fun. It's been really fun. For those of you that don't know, we're in a magical secret Discord. It's not my Discord. You want to get into my Discord, get a hold of me. We can talk. Jason's alive. I know he started moving. Right. Yeah, the memes have been pretty fun lately, though. And I've literally now, it's got me excited about it. Like today, I found a couple things. And I didn't make any memes with them, but I was like, ooh, screen cap that for later. Ooh, screen cap that for later. Started just kind of grabbing a few things. And it's super fun. It's super fun. Just makes me real happy. Real good stuff. So I got a new knife. I got an unboxing. I got hot sauces that are made. I got my anno, everything. I just need some stuff I want to test. And I've been busy and I don't want to, because I want to start. I think it's this weekend. This weekend on Saturday, I got a party. I'm definitely going to be testing out some stuff this weekend, though. I do need to start. Once I start anodizing, it's going to be full bore forward. Getting revved up for Halloween. I love horror. Dress up Edward Knife Hands this year. Ooh. I do like Halloween. I like going out. I like doing costumes and stuff, but I also like doing it with some friends, and a lot of my friends are kind of not as into it or don't want to go out or they don't want to spend the money where blast stuff at home. Yeah. I can't blast here, Paul. But I can at work. I have access to that easy. Blasting and laser stuff I can get pretty much any day of the week. What's the blue purple blade? Blue purple blade? That's got to be this one. Civivi Guile. It was white. I did the blue to white fade last night. Sorry, it's focusing on my face. Civivi Guile. Yeah, Paul, I wish, but I do have access to the blaster, so I can do that pretty much anytime. It'd be nice if I had the blasters, the laser, and the anno all in one spot. I got a Sandblaster garage sale 7-footer for $200. Can't beat that. Thanks, I appreciate it. The color isn't really quite true in this video right now. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's all the other colors bouncing around. Mick Ranger, what's up? When I saw Friday the 13th first time, I was afraid to walk home for a week. Had the feeling that someone was stalking you, right? I had a hard time. My sister, I was like always worried that someone was under the bed, gonna stab through the bed, or jump through the window. It was great. I saw part 2 when I was 8. Definitely too young for that. It was actually on like TBS, so it wasn't like the rated R version. It was like the TV version, which means they probably just took out the gore and potential nudity. But still, when he jumps through at the end, you know, the bag is off his face. It's scary. So even the edited version still freak out an 8-year-old. And I was instantly addicted. I loved it. Yeah. My sister was 5. She probably should not have watched. And then I scared her one night, which made it even worse. Then I got in trouble for that, I'm sure. All of my tools come from estate sales, garage sales. Kodiak, if you can find used and it's a quality machine that was well taken care of, can't beat it. I bought my first used ice auger from this older dude and went to pick it up, and it's like a 1976 Jiffy gas-powered auger. I still have it. But I went over to pick it up, and he's like, okay, well, make sure You only put premium in it, and you want to run it at least every couple of weeks all summer long. And here's the tank, and here's, I have the special gas for it or whatever. And I was like, okay, this guy, because there's a lot of them. They're a dime a dozen. Your 70s gas augers, they're all electric now, much easier. But what happens is those old gas augers, people don't run them. They just sit there for years. So then they get gummed up. You have to clean it, mess around because it's the fluids won't go through it right anymore because it's been sitting for so long. And when I went and I met up with that guy, and I was like, dude, this guy is like, he was like, put your hand on it. I touched it, and he's like, see, it's cold. It's cold right now. Watch me start it up. And then he started it up cold right away, and it fired right up. And it's like, now make sure you take care of this. So I knew when I bought it from that dude, it's like, I'm getting a machine that's been well taken care of. Versus those ones, because there's a million of them out there. You can go buy an old 70s Jiffy auger, but it's probably been sitting in the same spot in the garage for 10 plus years and needs to be completely torn down and cleaned out. Probably make it run again, but it's going to be some work. You might as well just buy a nice electric one at that point. They're quiet, they work, there's no exhaust. Fantastic. And they're not too expensive these days, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not really into the religious type movies as much, or like the demon, or like, well, I guess it depends sometimes, but like what are those, what's that whole, the Nun and the Conjuring and like the spooky ghost type horror movies? I'm not really into those as much. I want a psychotic, weird dude that has issues and kills. Still a bit creepy to get back from a day of fishing when the water has got some mist on top. I love it. I love it. Just like this. Just like my girl. Out of focus. Up, 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 up. Collapse. We all know what's about to happen in this shot, right? If you don't, rent the movie, watch the movie, enjoy the movie. You might like it. I have a recall. Okay. The Atticus Institute. The Atticus Institute? The Leprechaun movies. When did that come out? Paul. When did that come out? Straight up crazy people? Like the chick in April Fool's Day. That movie was good. And then you kind of wondered why you didn't get to see all the kills. And they were so limited on it, but then there was reasons for it. If you've seen the movie without like spoiling it. Leprechaun. Leprechaun in space, or Leprechaun in the Hood. Where's me hose? Wow. Leprechaun in the Hood. There was quite a few Leprechaunians. Look it up quick. I screen capped. And I can't, of course, then I tried to like click and it's like, oh, these aren't connected. Religions, myths, witches, vampires, all can be explained by it's aliens. Okay, what's it called? Atticus Institute. Shit. Atticus Institute. Haven't heard of it. Okay, I'm not going to look anything up about it, and I'll watch it, Paul. I like watching when I have absolutely no idea what it's about at all. That way I can now just be, it's like I have absolutely no idea who's in it, what it's about. But I've got it, and now I'll cue it up, and I'll watch it. I haven't had a chance to watch Weapons yet. So I'm trying not to spoil that. The Ritual was a good movie only because, The Ritual. Wow. I have seen that. I could watch that again though. That's the beautiful thing about movies sometimes is like you haven't seen it in a while, you can watch it again and it still feels fresh. And all of a sudden you remember stuff about it. I'm always up for recommendations though, for sure. All right, let's double check the refresh. Still out for delivery. Damn it. It's not going to happen. The Cursed. I've got that one queued up, Paul. I think we were talking about that one last time. I know for a fact I got that one queued up. Oh, speaking of queued up stuff. Hey, Paul, have you ever had a knife DLC coded? Like, send it to Way of Knife and have them DLC code it? I've heard the prices isn't all that bad. I don't even have a need or whatever, but I think I might do it just for the hell of it. Which knife should I send in to get DLC coded? Or should I not? It just sounded like something to do. You would go RCO instead. I don't know anything about any of them. I screen capped that. RCO. Sabertooth? DLC this bad boy? If I like, but is it still going to be shiny? Like, I know DLC is shiny, but can you make DLC like matte, kind of? Like if I media blasted that into a nice matte finish and then DLC'd it, DLC the Ultim on the pistache. Sure. Troll 2. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Troll 2 is definitely up there for just for the smell of it. The pre-coating finish matters. Right, but can you still DLC code it no matter what it is? Like, or how does it matter? Like, one of them doesn't take more than another? Or does it have to be shiny? Or does it have to be... Or, I honestly don't know. I just know I don't like shiny. I can tell you that. Like, this, I can't stand. Pretty much all my S90V shiny blades... Oh, it's rolling in my head right now, Donnie. But all my shiny S90V, it just, ugh. DLC, well, I'm not expecting it to fix shiny. I'm expecting it to remain shiny. I'm wondering, though, like, if I blasted that, if I media blasted that into a nice matte dull finish, and then DLC coated it, or is it now it won't take the coating because of that finish? Or, so I would blast the blade, but then the DLC is still going to be shiny? Is that just, I've got some DLC, I guess. So is it always going to be shiny? Like, look, it looks dirty. It looks dirty. Kaiser Hawk. It will be less shiny. This is DLC over machine satin, over a satin finish. So if it was matte, it would be a little more matte. What's the Christmas? Well, Rick's Knives. What's up, Rick? That is the Christmas Momo. It was the premium Momo, so I got the S90, I believe, on the blade. Titanium on the bolster with all that gold. I kind of want to take the Christmas stuff off and make different scales for it, but it's the mini Momo. You are a Momo. Momo means peach in Japanese. That's why they're so delicious. And full-size Momo. 154 cm on that one. Can you lightly blast something that's already DLC and make it less shiny? I don't know. Maybe. Momo's a scary creature. Boom. It would remove the DLC. Well, it would remove some of it. What if you had it on like really low pressure, like 15, 20, and then hit it? So you would be removing some. You can stonewash DLC. So that would be kind of like removing some too, because you're kind of beating it up basically in the stonewash. I don't know. I'm interested. Definitely interested. But I'm not a big fan of the shine and the dirty. I do like the sound of the...
Tofik Muzaki subscribed to the channel.
Tofik, thank you for subscribing.
Sechkin Milek subscribed to the channel.
Sechkin, welcome aboard. How you guys doing? DLC is the finishing finish. It's the finishing finish. So it'd be like a shiny black wash if you stonewash DLC. That would be cool, right? It's a pain in the ass to keep it looking sick. Right, when they've got that mirror polish, it looks cool, but I'm going to touch it. Or what the problem is like you clean it. It's all clean, and then when you go to open it, you go like that, and now there's this fingerprint where you touched it. And it's not that I care if things look worn and used, but to me, when I can wipe that blade off and it looks nice, you know, and then boom, fingerprint. I'm not a fan. Would it basically look like acid etch? How does Spyderco get their matte finish DLC? So Robin says that Spyderco has a matte finish DLC. Interest. I don't know, maybe I should message them, one of these companies, and then inquire about it. Inquiring minds want to know. I want to know. Polished satin DLC is better than mirror DLC. Strawberry patina trick? I don't know anything about that. Every time you open it, it's, yeah, because you hit the stud and then you smudge it every single time. Just start EDCing a hard case with microfiber and a little Windex spritzer. Bam! Spritz. Going to bed. See you next stream. All right, Palmataja. That's why I keep saying Palm. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. I will not be live tomorrow, but I will on Thursday. Thursday at this time, we will be live. I will maybe see you then. Have a great night. So this is the only DLC I have in the house. Now you're having chicken parm, Sammy's. Wow, changed it up just like that. I want one. Chicken parm Sammy from Donnie. Sounds delicious. All the packages will be here after the live. Yeah, they will. Oh! All right, Kenman here. Today we've got a special unboxing from Amazon Prime. Oh my God, what is it? It's a new toothbrush. Got itchies. Slide it down the stone and into the meat of the thumb. Hand. Box on the floor. It's a bigger trident. Ew. Little old Mini bag on the floor. Tip. Just rolled underneath the cabinet. It's going to be there in a month. Maybe more. Ooh. Ugh. That is oily. Let's wipe this down. This is another blank. I picked up several blanks. This is a D2 prefabricated blank. Finally, KDK splurged on a new toothbrush. All right, wipe this thing off. So this is a D2 prefabricated blank. Do they heat treat them well? I don't know. They're not too expensive. I picked up a few. I'm learning. I want to play around, get into it. I'm going to need to buy some equipment before I'm making these on my own, but I would like to get into some stock removal and start messing around. So one of the steps is buying some pre-made stock removal blanks and then making handles for them. That was a real weird condom, right? I'll fabricate your blank. You can use that to keep the knife shiny. Pre-lubed. There it is. It's got a little harpoon spot right there. Kind of see? Nice looking D2, beefy handle. Kind of locks you into position. That little mini harpoon sits right there. Kind of a fun little blade shape. Again, is the heat treat going to be absolute poo-poo town? Maybe. Is it a hollow grind? Yes, it is. Hollow grind, swedge, mini harpoon. Mo Patty just texted me. I don't know if you're in. I haven't seen Mo Patty in here. I can't reply though right now. So yeah, Grateful hollow grind. Not bad. Actually, this one feels nice. Let me grab a couple of those others. I'll be 1 sec here. I gotta go get another belt. Not for my pants. So here's another one with a larger harpoon on it. So this one, I cut the handles already. You can see right here. Here's a couple pieces of handle material I got from Jimmy Crow. So I have drilled the holes already. The pins fit through those holes and through the holes on here. So this is going to end up sandwiched between these two like that. And then I'm going to make that, we'll do the cutout, you know, after I glue it and pin it. And then we'll be able to carve that handle on that one there. This one here, you're a poon. I've got some, there's the mail. It's here. 6:30. So this is some red canvas micarta. It's going to go right there. Boom, boom. So what I'm going to do with this one though is I'm actually, instead of just the red canvas micarta, I'm going to put micarta, a black layer of G10, then the knife, then a black layer of G10, and then the other micarta. So you get a couple black stripes on there. And then I have black micarta, or no, yeah, I have black micarta pins. So the pins that are going to go right there are going to be black. So it'll be red with the black lines and the black pins on this blade right here. You guys see the mask move? It might have. So I have some handle materials almost cut. I need to get another belt so I can get in there. You can see I did give the basic shape trace. It's all sanded on this side and flat. They sit in there flush. The pins fit through. So we are almost there. It's like he's trying to figure out if the box fits into the mail. Black is good. Or golden. Gonna look nice with the black. Well, we have time. What time is it? It's 6:30. Shit. Why is this not working? So Tri-State goes on at 7, and then tagging goes on at 7:30.
Checking to see if I can super chat. Much love, purple heart emoji, crossed swords emoji.
Supper chat. Fed Harrison in the house. What's up, Fed? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. You can, in fact, supper chat. I appreciate the $2, Fed. Always good to see you in here. How you been? What's going on? What's good? I just got another blank. Here's the one I've had for a while. Nice big finger choil. This is my new blank. I'm going to start making some handles for some blanks and learning. Once I learn that, I need to invest. I've been pricing. I've been talking to Donnie a little bit. But I am going to be buying a nice belt sander, and I want to get into some stock removal and making some knives. I'm excited about it. It's going to be quite a journey to get there, but I've wanted to make knives forever. I've always watched videos and stuff on doing it, and I'm excited to get there and just baby steps. But Fed, thank you for the $2. I appreciate you, my man. Can't wait to see you again. Hopefully next year in Atlanta, if not also in Texas. Fed and I got to hang out in Atlanta. Great time. Eating. We've been talking about eating. I'm starving. Grateful says do it. When you say do it, you mean go get the knife out of the mailbox? Do it? Okay. It is in fact raining. Hold on. It is in fact raining. I'm back. We got it. We got it. Okay. There is stuff all over. Good luck on journey knife making. It's fun. Thank you, Brendos. I'm excited to get going. The whole reason I started the channel in the first place was I started doing little customization. The mask moved again. I started doing customizations on knives like these dies. This is die project number 65. Actually done more than that. But posted this one today. Did the fade die on the Civivi Guile. Sorry I ran because it was, you can see it's raining. So I ran in the rain out there to go get that real quick. But that was my original thing with the channels. I wanted to do customizations, start getting into more working with knives, doing stuff with knives. And here we are. Now I'm starting to, the mask moved. Stuff on the, it's kind of moderately precarious. It's when I run across the floor. Maybe I have it hooked up to a motor. Maybe there's a ghost living within it. It's definitely a thing when if I bounce around or I jump around, stuff on these shelves can fall off. It's happened, or it falls forward and collapses. Oh, not a lot, but if you bang around enough, once in a while, one or two will fall, which can be annoying, but that's just anything you do anywhere. You're going to have stuff. Oof. Let's do this. Stout and premium pony stout. Later, Dirty Dan. Play some BF6 with the homies and lurk on Coles. We'll see you on Coles in a half hour or so. I'll be over there lurking, doing some other stuff. Working on some... That's in the wrong place. That's fine. All right.
All right, Kenman here. Stabilize the floor. We have to stabilize the entire floor of the entire house. We have it upstairs in the basement. This is kind of an older house. I have yellow walls, for Christ's sake.
Stabilize that floor. We're gonna... Oh. Wet. She wet. Got it going like a turbo vet.
All right, Kenman here. Today we have our second unboxing during the live stream. If you just got here, go ahead and boop that thumbs up, help out, like and subscribe if you're interested in to see more. Lots of fun unboxings, lots of weird, crazy, wild stuff. We're gonna get into it. Anybody have any guesses? What do we think is in this package right here? Anyone? Anyone? Wow. I think I just missed. It's like literally pouring outside right now. Oh, Caleb's on. Caleb's on. He's been on for 30 minutes? I thought Caleb doesn't start till 7 as well. He started at 6. Now I feel bad. All right, I'm going to put the link up to that. Let's open this real quick. We'll take a look, and then we'll all go over to Caleb's. And then we can go over to Tri-States in a little bit. Kodiak Edge. Backwoods leather upholstery. Yeah, I did a trade with Kodiak Edge, so that is his sticker. I got a beef. Mini bag on the floor. There it is. Boom, boom. Alright. So there's an extra blade. Alright, so we got it all out. That's just packaging. I knew there was something in there. Slate blue, doesn't say. So this is the Flytanium beef. I have not had a chance to review this yet. Ooh, I like that ramp right there. That's got some good action on it. First time with the beef. Huh. So yeah, I traded the beef for one of my Civivis. Thumb stud works pretty good. Drops. I can swap the clip to the other side. That's pretty cool. Nice little harpoon ramp. Ooh, I like that. And then there's a secondary blade. So if you want that blade shape with the black, and then you swap the thumb studs, which blade do you like better? A little bit longer clip point or the pointier point? Dylan, what's up? The beef is a big boy. Boom. Be shady, I'm cheating already. I just realized that Caleb was on. I didn't know I know he was going live on Tuesdays, but I thought he started at 7. This is the original beef blade, and this is the different one. That's fun. I like it. Glad to have it. Review coming soon. Thanks again, Kodiak Edge. Got one sticker to keep, one sticker I'll use for a giveaway. Titanium extra blade. Ooh, that poked me. That went all the way through, you see it? And that could have literally got me. That just poked through just enough I could feel it trying to cut, but it did not cut. Seems like the thumb studs are low, like they're way down here. I mean, I don't mind, it doesn't feel low when you do it, but when I'm looking at it, it seems like they're down there. Flicks out, no problem. That is cool stuff. That is cool stuff. I've been waiting for 2 months for your package from Gordon. Oh, Kodiak Edge. He says it's coming, Fed. Running 3 businesses. 2 months. What'd you order, Fed? Oh, you custom did the harpoon on the blade. Fun. So that was the add-on that you did. Interesting. I did not know. I dig it. It looks cool. So it's a unique, it's a one-of-a-kind Kodiak Edge. All right. Let me grab this. Copy. Oh, I don't even have this up, do I? Oh my god. I am all over the place. Dude, I got lucky. It is literally pouring outside right now. I would have been absolutely fully soaked. I did not cut. Oh, that was from a live a couple days ago. Because when I do the lives, I'm like this and I'm showing stuff. And check this out. It's like, this looks fine, but look at me sideways. Look at my arms way out like this. Right? So it's like you're out showing it off, and I slipped and I dropped it, and the tri-stash came down like that and gave me an angle right there like that. Just a nice little wedge a couple days ago. And it's just at the right angle and the depth that it doesn't really, I could super glue it, but it's kind of a fat flap. Send me the rain. It's dry here, dude. It's been. I mean, it hasn't been too crazy wet here. It hasn't been too dry either, but it's definitely. We got some rain right now. Glad it didn't do more damage. Sometimes people in our hobby cop horrible. Yeah, dude, you can get unlucky. I tend to, in a couple years, I've barely ever had Band-Aids on. I usually don't even wear Band-Aids, but this one, it just needs to help hold it kind of down. I maybe could have went in and gotten a stitch. But generally, I'm pretty cautious or overly cautious that I've been lucky. Like, I mean, I've seen Tri-State cut himself. I've personally witnessed at least a half a dozen of them, and I've only met him like 3 different times or whatever, you know what I mean? Super glue works great, but this one, it's like kind of like, instead of like a flap, it's like a wedge like this, where it's like now it's kind of, there isn't really a good flap for gluing. It's kind of more like internal. Just saying, Paul. I don't have any, though. I don't have any. Is that even in stock? I feel like last time I looked at some of that stuff, it was all out of stock. Liquid Band-Aids. Liquid Band-Aid is basically cyanoacrylate. It's basically the same stuff. super glue. There is a link to Caleb's if you want to go watch his live right now. Tuesday Knife Talk. He is live. B Shady's overdoing both right now, which is fine. I should be off because he's on. I usually try to get out of here before other people are on. And then Tri-State should be on pretty soon as well. But I am... Where is my... There it is. Knife Addicts Anonymous. Perfect. And now I'll grab a link to this one. Copy. Oh, damn it. I opened it up on the one that I wanted to paste it into. Because I'm an idiot. Because I'm an idiot. No. Paul, you've never super glued anything together? Sometimes it can get hot, but it doesn't. I've done it and I've never felt that heat. And then I have the, what's this stuff called? I have that instant set. You ever see that stuff? It's like this spray that basically you put super glue on something and then you spray it with that spray and it's done. It's dry. It's 100% dry the second that stuff touches it. It works great. If you're doing something artistic or whatever, I mean, you have to spray it. So it's like if you're trying to get it to only be in this little spot, now you're spritzing, so that's going to go. Pfft. But if it's on something you can wash off and clean after the fact, it works good. Medic powder you can use to coagulate. It coagulates. But I've never felt it, like usually when I do it's like a little drop, let it dry, and you kind of oh no. What's that stuff you can use to remove it? Zip kicker or something like that, where it's like it only makes more super glue, but it takes the super glue and it de-sticks it for a moment. Like, so you got your fingers stuck together, squirt, zip kicker, boom, it's apart. But now all of it turned into more super glue. I've used salt. Ooh. When I used to work like bartending, oh god, if you had ever had any small cuts or anything, you'd figure it out quick because you either get salt or lime. Like, oh, you're cutting limes or something like that for, that salt or that juice gets in there, it's instantly unhappy pleasance. Or hot peppers, then pea. Hot peppers are real deal. When I made these, I mean, I'm holding a bag full of a half full or 20% full of ghost peppers. This one is Scotch bonnets. So this hot sauce will mess you up. But right now, I got nothing on my hands because they're nice and sealed and clean. Do people tell me good stories at the bar? Yes. Can't click the link. Link works. Let me try the other one. They both work. Are you on your phone? Cody? I just checked it on my computer and both the links are live. Yeah, iPhone doesn't like to play nice. That's iPhone's fault, not yours. iPhone does not like to play nice with other companies. They're the only company on the planet in existence out of anything, not just phones, anything. Everyone basically is compatible. Oh yeah, we play nice. iPhone doesn't play nice. They do it on purpose. Flour would hurt less. Yeah, I mean, you can pour some salt on there. It'll clean it up.
What's what? The links. One of them is to Tri-States Live that starts in 10 minutes, and the other one is to Caleb's Live, which is going on right now. One of them is called Tri-State EDC. I think if you just type Tri-State or Tri-State EDC, you'll get it. And the other one is Caleb 1776. Proprietary, right? It's so dumb. And like my sister, her family, they have a iPhone. And like we send photos or like video, they send me a video. And if here's the screen on my phone, the video I get from an iPhone is only this big and blurry and crap because they don't play nice. Well, the other guy is Caleb, Kaleb, 1776. They purposely are not compatible. And then when they get a new one, they purposely make the battery not work as well and the old software not work, forcing me to buy the new one. And they openly admit that they do that. And they don't play nice with any other cell phones and Windows and all that. It's just a mess. It's a mess. But, you know, here we are. Here we are. I got a new beef video coming soon. Thanks again to Kodiak. Little custom from Kodiak with that tip. And I like this stonewash kind of acid etch surface on there. I dig it. That's fun stuff. I might have to do something with this handle. It seems kind of just blah. Too close to the same shade of the blade with the gray and the light gray blue. I'll have to darken that up or something. iPhones can be great. You know, I know people that have them and they love them or whatever, but they don't play nice with other companies, which is what I don't like. And when you're kind of stuck into a phone, but you know, a phone's only lasts a few years. I had Verizon, I had a Samsung whatever phone, I don't know, my early phones, and then I ended up getting an iPhone because there was a special on it. I had the iPhone for 2 years in like 2000 and maybe 12, 13. Didn't like it. Upgraded my new phone, switched back to Samsung. Now I have this the Galaxy Ultra, and I love it. I love it. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for all y'all for hanging out. Go check out Caleb 1776. Go to Tri-States. Watch some good content. Been rocking the same Android for 5 years. Mine's a few years old, but had issues. I broke the screen. They fixed the screen, but now I have issues with the microphone and all those things, you know. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. We'll talk to y'all soon. Stay sharp. Stay happy. Find some cool new knives. Tell me about them.